Hello everyone. Today our topic is firewall design principles. A firewall can be a hardware device or software that is responsible for monitoring incoming and outgoing network traffic. Firewall can be used to secure your personal computer by blocking access to or from unsecure website and by preventing certain programs connecting to the web. The aim of firewall is to protect the network from internet-based attack and to provide a single choke point where security and audit can be imposed. As you can see in this diagram, firewall is inserted in between server and internet so that any unauthorized user will not be able to access your network. Capabilities of firewall. A firewall defines a single choke point that keep unauthorized user out of the protected network, prohibits potentially vulnerable services from entering or leaving the network, and it provides protection from various kind of attacks. A firewall provides a location for monitoring security related events. Audit and alarms can be implemented on the firewall system. It can also serve as a platform for IP security. So, what are the limitations of firewall? The firewall cannot protect against attacks that bypass the firewall. Internal system may have dial-up capability to connect to the internet service provider. So, firewall cannot protect against attackers that bypass the firewall. Second, the firewall doesn't protect against internal threat such as a disgruntled employee. And the firewall cannot protect against the transfer of virus, infected programs or files. Because of the variety of operating system and applications supported, it would be impractical and perhaps impossible for the firewall to scan all incoming file, email and messages for the virus. These are the limitations of firewalls. Commonly we have three types of firewalls. First is packet filters firewall, second is application level gateway and third is circuit level gateways. So packet filters firewall. A packet filtering router applies a set of rules to each incoming IP packet and then forward or discard the packet. The router is typically configured to filter packets going in both directions. Filtering rules are available on the information containing in the network packet. These filtering rules can be based on any of the information like source IP address, destination IP address, source and destination transport address level address, and IP protocol fields. As you can see in this diagram, between private network and internet, private filtering router exists and this private filtering router has some rules. Based on that rule, user will able to access the network. The packet filters is typically set up as a list of rules based on matches to field in the IP and TCP header. If there is a match to one of the rule, that rule is invoked to determine whether to forward or discard the packet. If there is no match to any rule, then a default action is taken. Default action consists two policies. First is discard and second is forward. The default discard policy is the more conservative policy. Initially everything is blocked and service must be added on a case by case basis. Means only based on these rules uh, user can access the network. Except this rule, every packet is discard on the network. The default forward policy increase ease of use for end user and provide reduced security. So this is all about packet filter firewall. Advantages of packet filter firewall: it is simple, transparent to user and very fast. There exists some weakness for packet filter firewall, like packet filter firewall do not examine upper layer of data. They cannot prevent attacks that employ application specific vulnerabilities or function. So it cannot examine upper layer data, what is inside the packet. Only forward the packet based on the rules. It doesn't support advanced user authentication scheme. Next is application level gateway. It is also called proxy server. An application level gateway, also called a proxy server, it acts as a relay of application level traffic. The user connects the gateway using a TCP/IP application such as Telnet or FTP, and the gateway asks the user for the name of the remote host to be accessed. When the user responds and provides a valid username and authentication information, the gateway connects the application. This gateway connects the application on the remote host and relay TCP segment containing the application data between the two endpoints. So, after receiving the information from the user, it connects with the application on the remote host. Application level gateway tend to be more secure than packet filters firewall because it also check upper layer data. It is easy to log and audit all incoming traffic at the application level. A primary disadvantage is the additional processing overhead on each connection. So, in this diagram, we have inside host and outside host, and in between we have application level gateway. So, this is also called proxy server. Next type of firewall is circuit level gateway. Circuit level gateway can be a standalone system or it can be a specified function performed by an application level gateway for certain application. A circuit level gateway doesn't permit an end-to-end TCP connection. Rather, the gateway set up two TCP connection. In circuit level gateway, we have two TCP connection, one between itself and TCP user and the other between TCP and the outer host. Once the two connections are established, the gateway typically relay TCP segment from one connection to the other without examining the content. The security function instead of determining which connection will be allowed. So in circuit level gateway, we have two TCP connection, one from the TCP user to inner host and other from TCP user to outer host. Circuit level gateway can be a standalone system or it can be a specified function performed by application level gateway for a certain application. So a typical use of circuit level gateway is a situation in which the system administrator trusts the internal user. The gateway can be configured to support application level or proxy service to inbound connection and circuit level function for outbound connection. So these are three types of firewall. packet filter firewall, application level gateway, and circuit level gateway. Thank you very much.